The results are in from major retailers. Signs point to consumers on the hunt for savings as discretionary income is pinched here by prolonged inflation, and we know higher interest rates too. Meanwhile, retail earnings from names such as Abercrombie and Fitch delivering a shining quarter despite a tough consumer spending backdrop. For more on how to read the current state of retail, we have the perfect guest, Mickey Drexler, Alex Mill, chairman and former CEO of Gap. Mickey, great to see you.
Great to see you.
I say perfect guest, Mickey, because we were talking off camera. You've got earnings season largely behind you. A lot of retail names, and you got a lot of reports and conference calls, CEOs, CFOs. As an investor, you're trying to get a sense of where this sector is at. And we were talking, I said generally, my gut was, it seems decent, but you're the guru.
Well, I'm not the guru because I make a lot of mistakes between being
Gurus are allowed to make mistakes.
Well, okay. So I do my surveys before I appear to talk about the industry. And I call them a bunch of people, discounters, designers, and all that. I think it's selectively good. I don't think it's all or nothing. I think quarterly reports, I've learned this after running Gap and J. Crew public companies for years, quarter to quarter. And I asked about color. I wanted to get some color on the discounting today, and inflation is crazy.
And when you do these surveys, this is Mickey Drexler, you're going into the stores?
No, well, I go online.
Is it a mix? Yeah.
Online tells you how much goods are on sale, what percentage is off, and all that. But I've been saying, first of all, inflation to me is kind of a nightmare still. Travel, concerts.
Your point is in that it's increasing at a slower rate, but of course it's still increasing on top of 40-year highs.
You know, the government doesn't have people going to supermarkets, going to fashion stores and shopping.
You actually need food and gas, you're saying.
Right. But how do they know it's slowing in apparel? I hear mostly I hear complaints about everything. Designer prices. It's stunning to a lot of people, even those who can afford it, because the rate of increased prices is hugely high, and there's doesn't seem to be a letting down. I'm told that the designer business, whatever it means, is kind of slowing down. But if you look at quarter to quarter, pick your spots. And I'm a merchandise product. That's what I look at long term. And is that a concept that's going to work? That's the unexpected, that sees around corners. And I don't hear a lot of, or see a lot of that. Designers, in my opinion, used to be when I was a young guy, you go to get Gucci buckles, shoes, and it was like a kind of a deal. And today, I don't know where, I'm not from the manor born, but I don't know where people don't buy designer clothes or what level. And the weights for and it's mostly accessories from what I know. And accessories are kind of like carrying around a little logo or maybe a bigger logo. But I think you buy goods, you buy the styles, you buy the products, you buy service. And as I warned I forgot where I was quoted, I said if I were a consumer today buying apparel, I would actually, before I gave them the credit card, I'd go online and see where I could get it at a better price. Almost like a commodity in a way. I know that sounds weird, but there's so many different price issues. And a lot of companies now have an online deal. And if you're a customer, you schlep to the store, you don't know about the online deal unless you know about it, then they'll honor that. So retail, not an easy one. I'm not a good investor really, because, but I'm impressed. Well, not a lot of people. I always mention TJ Maxx because Carol's a great merchant, and you go and that's the real price.
Let me ask you, you mentioned TJ Maxx. I would love to get your take on Gap as well, because they report, Mickey, they knock it out of the park. Stock is a monster over the last 12 months. What are your thoughts on that name?
Well, good for them, all right? But 3 months...
And good for them if you've been in the stock, also good
right,
for you.
well, I used to be in the stock, but that was a long time ago. I think that obviously perceived to be doing a good job. I don't pay much attention. I did include Gap in my percentage off summer item sale, but I'm not going to repeat that because Richard's a friend, and I think that moving forward. But 3 months or a year after 20 years of, see, for me, I have a high standard for everything I do and for everything everyone else does. And when I see a stock, not just, oh, great earnings report, boom.
Yep.
Because I think, I don't know, I don't follow Gap, but I think they're happy, I'm sure. I spoke to some friends and I congratulated them.
Can I ask you one trend? I'm very interested to get your take on this. We're talking about this show. How you're seeing online retailers really get into this just old-fashioned brick and mortar game. Like I'm thinking Wayfair, of course, Warby Parker, Figs. It interests me that you see this trend. Do you think that's a smart trend, or there's risk to that?
Well, you know, trend's an interesting word. I've learned not to follow trends because when you follow them, but you got to call the end of the trend. Figs, you know, it's interesting. I met the two founders a long time ago on their game. Every time I go into a doctor's office now or wherever, a nurse, figs, figs, figs.
Yeah.
And people wear that stuff not just to work in a doctor's office. I think they're really smart, and they know much more than I do. I don't know from, who would you mention, Away?
Wayfair, Warby Parker. It interests me because I get it, but at the same time, it could be expensive, and it seems like it could also carry risks. Like you're moving into a new area. Like, do you know that strategy as well as you know the online world?
Well, I'm
or maybe there's skills that travel.
The retail business has always been very logical for me. We all have huge practices being a customer. Some of those stores have too many stores. Those businesses are opening too many stores. Gap, oh my God. I'll never forget, I was at an Old Navy in Arizona. I said to the store manager, I said, anything we can do? And she says, yeah, we have 2 stores within 15 minutes each. And you know something? I was it annoyed the hell out of me, and I blame myself.
Almost kind of sounds like a Starbucks.
Yeah, well, yeah, and more is not better.
Yeah.
And in stores, I think one at a time, the landlords now, you know, we only have 2 shops, we're opening a 3rd. We get lots of demand for having a shop in someone's area. But the landlords, they're my friends, but, you know, what the rents are. And I actually appealed to a couple saying, you know, Alex Mill is cool. We're getting hot. I always felt that. And I like our clothes at fairly priced. You don't need a mortgage. And it's a taste style that we like. That's what I do. My son started it. Samsak came from J. Crew after 15 years. Gets it.
Gets it. Mickey, I could talk to you a lot longer.
Oh, and I could talk to you.
I love you coming by. Thank you, my friend.
Okay,
It was
thanks.
great to see you.
You too. Have me more often, you know, whatever.